How are you all today? My name is Nicole and welcome to Healing on the Mat. If you are new here or if you've been true here, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and or follow. And yeah, we are in our somatic release series. And if you have not started from the beginning, I ask that you go back and start from the very beginning because we're working in progression. And you'll find out a lot more about somatic release and what it is and why we're doing it. But the main thing to remember is that while I do remind you to focus on your breath, this practice is really about you going inward. It is about you learning what's happening in your body and trying to let it go. And so we do some continuous movement here. We do some deep stretching here, but this is mainly for you to be able to see how breath works in your body, pay attention to what's happening. This could bring up emotional things within you that maybe throughout the practice you might have to stop. You might cry, you might feel a sense of joy, you might feel some security because we hope to find security within our own bodies. And while we're moving our way up, we're really working to reset this lower chakra area, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus so that we can get up past the heart to this higher vibrating self where we are focused on more spiritual things. We are more aligned, we are more in tune, and we are more ready to conquer the world and give back to the world, working in community and cohesiveness with not just ourselves, but with others. And so, yes, if you have not watched the first set of videos, please go back and do that. Please follow in a progression. And as always, again, I just thank you so much for being here. But today we have moved up and we're going to work on our warrior positions. And so we're going to do that in a low lunge type starting. You can do it standing, or even if some of you need to go back to the chairs, you can do that. But we're going to start on the ground today. So make sure that you have your mats. Make sure that you have your blocks nearby if you need them, because it's possible that you may need a block, especially if you're a beginner. So everybody get ready. Bring yourself to your mats. We are going to start in child's pose position. And remember, as you bring yourself to your practice, you want natural breath, but you just want to breathe and take a trip inward in your body. Make sure that you're paying attention to what might hurt or feel uncomfortable, where there is tension or stress in your muscles or your joints. And as we breathe, we want to lighten the load of all of that. That is your physical body. Now, if there's anything clouding your mind or distracting you from your practice, we take a moment to breathe in the beginning, simply to let those things go. It's not that we want an empty mind, but we don't want a distracted mind. And then we also take a moment to think about where we're going. What are we doing this for? We want to grow. And who do we want to become? What things do we want to let go of? What space do we want to create so that newness flows in? And only you know what that is for you. So take just a brief moment in order to think of any of those things that resonate with you. As you do that in this position, see if things start to loosen. See if your shoulders relax a little more. See if you're able to stretch that spine just a little bit longer. Ground that forehead just a little more. And everybody rise up to tabletop. We're going to inhale cow, exhale cat 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Now I'm breathing those knees a little further apart. 3 more times. And 3. Now I want you to bring those knees back together. You're going to inhale and swing that left leg to the top of the mat. Inhale and swing out. Very good. And all in one breath. Inhale. We're going to rise up to warrior 1. And as you rest here, I want you to interlock those fingers, push them up toward the sky. You're going to ground these hips very strong and sturdy. And you want to keep your hips kind of positioned in one place. You don't want to twist out. You don't want it twisted too far to the left. You want it balanced and stable. And from there, you're going to try to rise the spine up and gently pull back. Again, you are rising up from the pit and gently out. Resetting the spine, stretching through the abdomen really good. Two more. Last one. Good job. Now we hold it. Very good, and bring it back down. Here we find balance. In these warrior poses, we find strength and balance. In yoga, you're trying to persevere, you're trying to push through, you're trying to become a warrior. In somatic, you're really just trying to release the tension that you hold in those spaces. Does it create strength? Yes, we need strength to persevere, to push through. But we also want to make sure that we're letting go and we're releasing. So we're going to come down. And just like yesterday in that chair, we're going to stretch this left knee out. So you're going to use your elbow, stretch into the left knee, push it open and twist out. And from there, we're going to reach again. 1, pull back and up. 2. And as you move through, you don't want to press so much. You want to be able to control and extend that knee out. 3. 4. And 5. I want you to hold it. Hold it. And back up. Very good. We're going to bring those hands up and drop behind our head again. And from left to right, inhale. Keep those hips aligned, they don't move. You're hugging, remember that's how we're squeezing out our lower abdomen. Now on this side, we're gonna sit here and pulse. Keep going. Very good. And back to the center. Pause for just a minute. Bring those hands up and out. This is your warrior 2. Now you're going to inhale. Exhale, lean in as far as you can. Now you are gaining strength, but still, we're stretching out this center body. We're stretching out our hips and our lower groin. So when you get there, it might feel like there's a tug of war in your lower abdomen and your groin. You're wringing that out and washing it out. So warrior 2, inhale. Focus. Last one. Now 1. And back up. Very good. Bring those hands down. Focus on your lower abdomen. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. That one was a little harder. Inhale, cow. Make sure you target the abs. Exhale. One more. Now we focus on warrior 3. Bring those hands back up. And you're going to drop down. I'm sorry, reverse warrior. You're going to drop that hand down. 1. Bring it back up. 2. We focus on that spine being long and strong. 3. 4. 5. Back up. See if you can drop the other hand down. 1. Keep looking up. 2. This is where you might need your block. 3. 4. And 5. Very, very good job. Bring it all back down. Swing that left leg back around. And relax. Wide hips. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time. Very good. Back to the center. All right, now we focus on the other side. Swing that right leg to the top of the mat. Everybody, one breath, rise up. Interlock those fingers, push up, plant those hips very strong. You may feel a difference from one side to the other. Extend up and out. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, and hold it. 4. Very good. Now you want to lean into the right side. You can lean in if you want to, if you need to, for support. The main goal is to try to keep that strength. And as we move through the pose, remember, open up that right hip. Extend the knee out just a little, but keep everything strong and sturdy. You're going to feel a slight pull in your groin, but it's going to help. So get ready. Extend out. And 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Get ready to hold it. Very good. And back up. Interlock those hands behind the head and get ready, twist. Keep everything strong and steady. Remember, you're still wringing that towel out. Last set. Now we pulse. And back to the center. Very, very, very good. Now we come up and bring it down. That abdomen. Into warrior. Into warrior 2. And we lean into that lunge. Get ready. Focus. Straight ahead, find a target. Remember that we've been doing this long enough that even though we're focusing on somatic, we still want to gain strength in this process. We still want to gain the ability to persevere. And now get ready to hold. And back up. Take a minute to grab that abdomen. Focus on just moving from here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And all the way back up. Bring those hands back up. We're going to start with the left. Warrior, reverse warrior, drop, reverse warrior. Drop that hand down. And bring that right hand down. And hold. Very good. Very, very good job. Bring all of that energy back down. Swing that right leg to the back. And wide knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat again. Inhale. Inhale. Last time. Now I want you to turn and sit. Legs all the way out to the front. Sit that spine up tall. And as we wind down, we're gonna give ourselves that big hug like we normally do. Bring those hands up, extend out. Bring it all back in, inhale up. Extend out. See if you can touch those toes. Sweep it all back in. Last time, inhale up. Extend out. Stretch that spine as deep as you can. This is your hug for the day. Stretch that spine. And all the way back up. Very good job, you guys. I hope that today you built a little bit of strength, a little more confidence in yourself, and I hope that we really worked on wringing out this abdomen so we can get to the upper vibrating things of our mind and our body and our soul. Again, if you are new or if you've been here for a while, thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow. And until next time, y'all keep inhaling all that good life, exhaling what does not serve you anymore. And I will see you on the flip side. Have a beautiful day.